A lot of you guys have been asking me to talk about this Rex Orange County situation. If you guys don't know who Rex Orange County is, he is a singer from England, and his real name is Alexander O'Connor. Here's a clip of him performing.
So listen, girl, when you can't even hide it, and it didn't take forever to find it.
I'm not familiar with Rex Orange County, but now I am because this man has been accused of S-ing a woman 6 times.
The musician Rex Orange County, aka Alexander O'Connor, has been charged with 6 counts of sexually assaulting a woman, The Sun has reported.
So Rex has been in the industry for about 7 years now. He released his album in 2015, and then in 2017 he appeared on Tyler, the Creator's album, Flower Boy, which was a huge hit and a moment where Rex gained a lot of popularity. Before we get into the accusations, I want to give you guys an idea of who this man really is. So I went through a couple interviews, and here's a clip I wanted to share with you guys.
It seems like you are kind of getting a little bit more existential, a little bit more serious, like dealing with more serious life themes.
Well, yeah, sure. I'm glad you said that because it's not necessarily like, it probably is more serious things, but it's not that love songs aren't a serious topic. It's just kind of like, there's just other things to life to talk about. And I think there's other people in your life, there's other relationships with people who you didn't realize you might have something to write about them until you do. And at that point when I did Because You'll Never Be Free, Apricot Princess, that was all I was inspired by, was how I was feeling in that way. And now it's like 2, 3, 4 years later, in a way I feel way different. As have had so many, I could still write you a love song like about the same, in the same vein, but it's just sort of just now that there's other experiences and other things have happened, I just have other things to say.
So from that interview, it seems like Rex is really passionate about what he does, and he has some diehard fans who are extra shocked to hear that he has been charged with 6 counts of sexually assaulting a woman. But his fans did suspect something, because in July 2022, he announced that he was canceling his tour due to unforeseen personal circumstances, and that he was having to spend some time at home this year and won't be able to continue touring as planned, which honestly, a lot of these celebrities who get themselves in trouble on tour, this is exactly what they do. They retreat to wherever they committed the crime because they kind of have to be there to handle what's happening. Here's his post he made on social media, and he ends it with, "This is the last thing I want to do. I love touring, and I'm so sorry to be letting anyone down. I look forward to getting back to it as soon as I can."
O'Connor announced that he was cancelling his upcoming tour dates in Australia, New Zealand and Europe owing to unforeseen personal circumstances that meant he was having to spend some time at home this year and would not be able to continue with touring as planned.
Now let's get into these allegations, because he's literally canceled an entire tour because of this. On June 1st, the 24-year-old allegedly assaulted the woman, so it seems like there's one victim here, in London's West End, and then 4 times the next day. Those are some pretty big allegations, and now some of his biggest fans are starting to call him out for good reason.
That's not okay. It's not acceptable, no matter who you are. Now, as far as Rex Orange County goes, I don't want to throw hate at him. I also don't want to completely defend him. I want to say that if he did that stuff, it's completely wrong. That is not okay. But I also want to say that as of right now, I think we need to assume that this is true.
Now let's talk a little bit more about what happened on the second day.
On the 1st of June, the 24-year-old allegedly assaulted the woman twice in London's West End and then 4 times the next day, including once in a taxi and on 3 instances at his home in Notting Hill.
So on June 1st, this woman was assaulted in the west side of London. And then on June 2nd, he allegedly assaulted her in a taxi, and then 3 other times at his home in Notting Hill. So you could assume that they were together for 2 days. So June 1st, June 2nd, we don't really know who she is. We know that she's above the age of 16, but really we have no idea. And it's unfortunate that these incidents happened within 2 days. Like really quickly and over again. So we don't have details about these incidents, but I went through a bunch of different articles. They all referred to this as a sexual assault, an SA, but I found one article from The Sun, who The Sun seems to be like leading the story when it comes to this because it's like a British singer, and I don't know, maybe they just, they have their ways, but they are calling it an R word, like RAPE. And that stood out to me because when I saw that, I was like, oh, hold up. Like, I didn't see this mentioned anywhere else. So I don't know why they, dropped the R word. Maybe they know more than these other publications. So then at some point, I guess Rex was taken in, and then he was unconditionally bailed ahead of a 3-day trial. I'm not entirely sure how it works over there, but a 3-day trial sounds pretty intense. On October 10th, he pleaded not guilty to all 6 charges, and that's when he was released on bail. His lawyer said Alex is shocked by the allegations, which he denies, and looks forward to clearing his name in court. He's unable to make any further comment because of ongoing proceedings. There has been a provisional trial date set, and that is on January 3rd, 2023.
And looks forward to clearing his name in court, a representative for the musician said in a statement released to press. He is unable to make any further comment because of the ongoing proceedings. A provisional trial date has been set for the 3rd of January 2023.
Earlier in this video, I played a clip from one of Rex Orange County's fans. His name is Jaden. He describes himself as a super fan, and he made a response to these allegations, and he's starting to have some reservations about the situation, and I feel like it's very telling how these type of allegations can really change how some of your diehard fans feel about you. And even though we don't know whether he's guilty or not, it's going to make some people feel some type of way. But I do agree with Jaden that we need to, first, I guess, learn the facts, and then you need to understand how to forgive someone for such a heinous crime.
I just want to let you know that it's not okay for this to happen. And I want to leave you with this one piece of advice I heard when a close family friend of mine made a similar mistake. It's okay to forgive people. Forgiveness is a wonderful thing, and it's a great trait to have. But there are also consequences to your actions. And it's about that balance. It's about, yes, we need to forgive them, but that doesn't mean there's no consequences.
If he did R-word this woman 6 times, then there needs to be justice. And there are so many record labels and agencies that will protect their artists and do anything for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a private settlement and then we don't hear anything else about this. But I mean, if he's not guilty, they should go all the way and figure out the facts. There are so many instances where these companies will protect their talent and they will do anything to do so. Like Alexa Nicholas, for example, her, previous partner, their management firm did a lot of horrible things. You guys definitely need to go and watch that interview if you haven't. But anyways, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I feel like this story is super unfortunate because it's like another one. Why do we have to have so many people like this? Like, is it the position? Like, once you reach a certain status, do you just feel entitled to certain things? Like, I mean, hopefully he's innocent, but sometimes I'm like, do cases like this go this far sometimes I don't know, maybe this person is seeking out money. I think we need to be open-minded and not fully try to cancel someone right away, but we need to just hear out the facts and see what they come up with. So I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.